from EA Sports. I'm Brad Nessler, and alongside me are Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. There's a chill in the air tonight, but it probably won't adversely affect either squad. Get ready for the Oregon Ducks and the Syracuse Orange. Both teams are looking to make a statement in this bowl game. A win here would carry a lot of momentum into the offseason. And here come the Orange. Fans on both sides think their team is going to win this thing. What's your prediction, Kirk?
Oregon has a guy at wide receiver that everybody's talking about, and for good reason. He's the strength of this offense, an offense that can really spread the ball around. Lee, watch for him to come up big in this one.
I hate to agree with you, Kirk.
Go Ducks! Whack, whack, whack! Both teams are on the field, and we're just about ready to open things up. Short kickoff. Smith takes it to 15. Now let's see what kind of success this offense can have as they come out on the field for the first time today. This safety's a big-time player, but he's going to have to play his best game today. He faces a quarterback that can make you pay if you're not careful.
I'm predicting an interception by this kid today.
Ha! I like that, Kirk. Making a call. Let's see if he picks off one before this game is over.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 28-yard line. Oregon lines up with three receivers. Ward set to go to the air. Over the middle. He's taken down at the 49. Not a bad pickup that time.
Yeah, let me tell you the reason why this play worked. Defense came with pressure. They couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and he made them pay right there.
First down, 10 yards to go.
On the 49-yard line.
Oregon in a 5-wide set. Ladders back. Jones brings it down at the 48. Denman gets 3 yards on the carry.
Gain on the play.
From the 48-yard line.
Ball on the
It's 2nd and 7. Oregon lines up in a shotgun set. Williams tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. They line up at the 49.
Third and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Oregon comes out with 5 receivers. He's looking to pass, and he's hammered as he lets it go. He let that one go before the defense got to him, and it fell incomplete.
Sometimes if you can safely get rid of the ball, it's your best option.
4th and 10.
The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Jackson is back to receive. Hangs it up high. Jackson signals for a fair catch.
This is a great opportunity here for the offense to get an early lead on this first drive.
They'll
the
take
offense
over
will start at the 19.
1st and 10.
Dickens alone in the backfield. And he takes a big hit at the 16.
1, 2, 3. Kirk, he might be up.
Oh, what a hit. You know, at the end of the year, you're going to look back at this and remember this is one of the hits of the year. That guy can really bring it.
From their own 16-yard line.
Ball on the
Second down, 13 yards to go. Syracuse comes to the line with 3 wide. Dickens gets the call again, and he's taken down at the 19-yard line. Dickens gains around 3 yards on the run. Third and 10. Ball on their own 19. The Orange come out showing 3 wide. Gilmore back to pass. Throws this one out to the right. Brooks with a takedown at the 31. Nice play call to get him the conversion.
When a team converts on third down, they can really frustrate a defense. When they converted third and long, it just makes them sick.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 31. Bunch formation. Gilmore tosses to the left side. Adam with the tackle at the 38-yard line. A 7-yard run by the running back. Second down, 3 yards to go. Ball on their own 38. Dickens is the deep back as they line up in the I. Tosses it out. Dickens steps out of bounds at the 43. And a huge run by the tailback.
This guy's always had outstanding vision, but it seems he's got some incredible quickness as well once he gets into the open field.
Boy, you're right. This kid showed me he's a great-looking athlete.
First and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
First and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Looks. They'll sack him at the 49-yard line.
Makes the sack. Loss of 6 on the play.
Second and long. Ball on the
49-yard line.
The defense sets up in the nickel. He passes it. Brought down at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 5. The offense faces another third down as they line it up. The defense comes out in the dime package. Back to pass. Stepping up. Looks. He lets it go into coverage, and the defense has it. And this could be a big return. He breaks away, and this could be 6. To the 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown. That interception was aided by the fact that there was a lot of heat on the quarterback.
And he was in zone coverage, so as a corner, stay in your area and jump on anything thrown your way.
They're going to flag the celebration there.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the try.
Now they'll try to tack on the extra point. He makes the PAT. In the first with more than 11 minutes remaining. The score, Oregon 7, Syracuse nothing.
Oregon is
ready to
lined
kick.
up for the kickoff.
Kicks it off. Palmer has it at the 5. Palmer close it up. And they fall on the loose ball. They nearly gave that ball away.
But luckily that guy was paying attention to what was going on and was able to recover the football.
They'll start this drive at the 20.
Will start the drive at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Syracuse comes out in the shotgun. Batted ball. Coach, you made a nice defense play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
That'll make it 2nd down. Second and 10. Ball on their own 20. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Gilmore tosses it right. Halfback pass, and it's incomplete.
Well, the players love to run these types of plays because it's out of the ordinary of what they usually do on offense. So when they finally call the play, you have to execute it because you don't get many chances to do it again.
I think they have the wrong guy throwing the football, but I guess that's why he's not the real quarterback.
Gilmore back to throw. He looks. He throws it, and he brings it down.
Good job of attacking the coverage to keep the drive alive.
That was a great-looking pass to move the sticks on 3rd down.
First and 10. Dickens, the lone back, drops back on 1st down. And they couldn't hook up on that one. The wide receiver couldn't catch up to that ball.
And you know what? No one could have caught up to that one. He just misfired it.
So it's 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Syracuse comes out with an I formation. Gilmore with the give, and down he goes at the 38. And he gets a yard on the run. Third and 9. Ball on the 38-yard line.
38-yard line.
The Orange come out in the shotgun. It's deflected. Jackson was the intended target, and that'll bring up a punting situation.
Fourth and 9.
Syracuse
Ball on the
ready to put this
38-yard
one
line.
away. Vaughn punts it, and he didn't get much distance on it. Smith fields it at the 38. The offense comes back down the field, hoping to build off their last drive.
It's all about execution, my friends. We saw them move the football, but they were unable to move it when it mattered most.
But Lee, I think you have to give credit to this defense. They tightened up when they had to, and they're going to look to do the
The
same.
Oregon Ducks take
We'll
over
see if
at
they
the
can
39-yard
capitalize on the
line.
good field
1st and
position.
10.
Single set backfield. He'll take it himself and taken down at the 37. They line up at the 37.
Ball on
It's
the
2nd down and 8.
37-yard line.
Ward is back in the gun. Ward steps back to pass. Lets it fly. Oh, what an interception. Nice interception and an even nicer vertical.
Oh, yeah, this guy's an athlete. There's no throwing it over this guy's head. He'll go up and get it.
Well, according to him, he threw down a dunk in the high school basketball game. It was the play of the week on all local news stations.
You know what's funny? I didn't get that in any of my notes, but you know what? I'll take your word for it.
They'll set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Orange come out in a bunch formation. Gilmore hands it off straight ahead. They'll bring him down at the 38-yard line. Dickens comes away with 5 yards on the carry, so that'll make it 2nd down. It's 2nd down and 5 to go.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Syracuse sets up in the I. Gilmore steps back to pass. He unloads it. Tackle made the 42-yard line. He ran a good-looking route and picked up positive yardage.
That he did, and he made a good catch. That short passing game is where you see all those hours in the summer that you put in pay off.
It's third down.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
The Orange line up with a single set backfield. Third and short, and they'll throw for it. He's looking for his man. It falls incomplete.
Even a great adjustment wouldn't have made a difference on that low throw.
His shoelaces need a pair of hands for that pass.
Fourth and 1. The Orange line up to punt. Smith is back deep to return. Vaughn punts it, and he didn't get much distance on it. Smith fields at the 31, the 50, down the sideline, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He returns it all the way to score. He made it look easy there, guys.
Yeah, we saw the same things all week in practice, Brad. He makes it look so easy out there.
No question, Coach. Whenever he touches the football, you just know something special is going to happen.
Now they'll try to tack on the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He sends it downfield. Jackson from his own end zone.
The defense really stepped up to force that 3 and out on the last drive.
Yeah, the offense wasn't clicking on their last possession. We'll see if they have things figured out on this next drive.
They'll get the ball here at the 19-yard line.
First and 10.
The Orange line up in an I formation. Gilmore to the air on first down. Throws it. Catches it. Brooks tackles him at the 22-yard line. And the pass is caught, but he goes nowhere.
A nice job there by the defense to get to him and make the sure tackle before he could make any moves to break loose.
Second down and 7.
Ball
on their own 22. The Orange come out showing 3 wide. Pitch right. He's going to try to throw. That's a backward pass. It's a live ball. And this turnover is certainly not what they were hoping for.
The rich get richer, but let's not write them off just yet.
It's still early, but they can't afford to turn the ball over and let this thing get out of hand.
Excellent field position to start the drive.
First and 10.
The Ducks line up with 3 wide. He lets it fly. Touchdown, Oregon! Well, we had a feeling that this one was on the verge of getting ugly, and with that touchdown, it's not looking good.
Yo, someone slow these guys down. If someone doesn't, this one might be over by halftime.
So the kicker lines up for the PAT. And he adds the extra point. Better than 8 minutes remain in the first quarter. And the score, Oregon 21, Syracuse nothing. Oregon lines up for the kickoff.
Oregon
Jackson
lined up
and
with the
Palmer
kickoff.
back ready to return. Kicks it off. Jackson fields it in the end zone. So the defense will be trying to strip the ball once again.
And if these kids don't start hanging on to the football, they won't see another offensive series. They might start putting in some of those defensive players that really want to play.
Syracuse linemen take
Dickens
over
lines
at
up
the
with a single
22-yard
back.
line. First and 10.
Dickens on the pitch to the right. Adams takes him down for a loss. Loss of 7. From their own 15-yard line.
Ball on the
Second and
15-yard
long
line.
coming here. The Orange are lining up with 3 receivers. Gilmore delivers. He's taken down at the 26. Good pickup by the receiver.
Yeah, this kid loves to play. He wants the ball every time they throw it up.
Third and 6. Ball on their own
Ball
26.
on the 26-yard line.
The Orange line up with a single set backfield. Gilmore drops back. Looking over the middle. And that one's fallen incomplete. So they go 3 and out after that incompletion.
Fourth and 6.
And they're ready to
Ball
punt this
on
one
the
away.
26-yard line.
Smith is deep to receive, and something tells me he's looking for a second return. Vaughn punts it, and he didn't kick that ball well at all. Smith takes it at the 49. Let's see if this defense has trouble defending the pass again here.
If they do, my friend, look out. They're going to give up another touchdown in a hurry.
And they'll look to capitalize on the good field position here. Syracuse lines up in a dime defense here. Ward looking to throw on first down. A little juke. Rodriguez will make the sack. They line up at the 43. We've got a second and long.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
The Ducks line up with 3 wide. Option. Throws down the middle. Davis with the tackle at the 28-yard line.
That was a laser, Kirk. This guy has a huge arm.
Yeah, it's like he's throwing darts, but it's coming at about 86 miles an hour.
They line up at the 28. Third down and a yard. The Ducks line up in a goal line formation. They'll get him for a loss. And the defense just swarmed over him.
Yeah, they were able to penetrate the offensive line and get to the running back before that play even had a chance.
Fourth down and 2. The ball's on the 29, so this will be about a 46-yarder. It's up. And it sails through the upright.
He looked pretty good kicking the ball there.
Yep, the kicker did a good job of keeping his head down and striking the ball right between the goal posts for a long field goal.
Oregon to kick this one off. He sends it downfield. Jackson from his own end zone. He jukes. Down the sideline. And they're going to bring this one all the way back. Touchdown. How about that return?
Great effort there by the returner, reading his blockers and evading the tacklers. And the results? 6 points.
They'll go for 2 in this situation. The Orange line up with 2 tight ends. He's looking to pass. End zone. Caught it, and the conversion is good. Syracuse to kick.
Syracuse is lined up for the kickoff.
Short kick. He didn't get a hold of that one. Ridgeway fields it at the 22. A scoring drive the last time out for this offense, and they'll huddle up for this drive.
They'll go to work at the 41-yard line. First and 10.
Oregon sets up with 4 receivers. Ward looking to throw on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. From their own 39-yard line, it's second down and 12. Four wide receivers in the formation. Intercepted. That INT puts them in a position to make this a game.
Yeah, they really needed that. That's a huge boost to morale.
You're right, Kirk. Now they got the big M.O. Mo on their side.
They'll go to work at the 41-yard line.
Start the drive at the 41-yard line. First and 10.
One-man backfield. They'll throw on first down. Gilmore slings it over the middle. Fumbles the ball. And he's level at the 21. And so the offense will hang on to the ball.
What was that tight end thinking? He can't keep making mistakes like that.
They're not going to be so lucky next time.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Bunch formation. White brings him down at the 21-yard line.
Hey, Kirk, it looks like this kid just spent the night out on the town.
Well, he took a big hit there, Coach. I don't think he's got his equilibrium back yet.
They line up at the 21. Second down, 10 yards to go. The Orange line up in an I formation. He drops back. Lets it fly. The senior makes the catch. They pick up solid yardage there.
Yeah, nice little pitch and catch there. The wideout was able to find a little open space in the defense, and the quarterback was able to get him the ball for a good pickup.
First down and goal to go. They're in the red zone. I formation, looking to punch it in here.
And plenty of options on this play, you guys.
That was well defended by this defense.
Hey, that linebacker made a nice play. But what about all those big guys up front on the defensive line? They're good too, boy.
Well, they created the play this time, Coach. The offensive line is so concerned with their penetrating abilities that these linebackers are able to roam free and make plays like that.
Well, Lee, it's their first trip to the red zone today, and they haven't really done very well so far this season.
Yeah, but my friend, today is a new day. Let's see if they can get across the goal line and light up the scoreboard.
Dickens gains about a yard on the play.
Third and
Big
goal.
play here for both
Ball on
teams.
the
It's
2-yard
third and
line.
goal from the 2. Looks like they're going to try to power this one in. Shake and bake move, and he's taken down at the 1-yard line. Dickens gets about a yard on the play.
4th and goal. Ball on the 1-yard line.
Dickens is the deep back as they line up in the I. They're going to pitch it. And they're stopped short, and they'll turn it over. They hold on 4th down.
Now that's how you get a team motivated. I wouldn't be surprised to see their offense take the field with an explosive power attack.
They'll
This
take
drive
over
will start
at the 2-yard
at the 2.
line. 1st and 10.
The Ducks come to the line with their jumbo package. Tries to juke. And he's tackled at the 7.
Number 30 with the carry.
Denman
5 yards
comes away with
gain
5 yards on the
1.
carry. That'll make it 2nd down. Second and 5. Ball on their own 7. Oregon in a 4-wide set. Irons tackles him at the 8. From their own 8-yard line. It's 3rd down and 4 to go. Ace backfield. He drops back. Over the middle. They can't connect. Incomplete. Ridgway was the intended receiver on that pass. And that'll make it 4th down.
Fourth and 4.
The Ducks are lining up to punt it away. Jackson will be the return man. Punts the ball away. Fields at 46. He just took a licking. And that is a big, big turnover.
It looks like to me that someone got the helmet on that ball.
We've got a 1st and 10.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Option right side. Palmer with a takedown at the 49-yard line. Second and 6. Ball right around
Ball
midfield.
on the 49-yard line.
Oregon comes to the line with 3 wide. And down he goes at the 47-yard line. It's 3rd down and 2 to go. Ball on the 47-yard line. Oregon lines up in a shotgun set. They go with the option. Williams tackles him at the 44. They convert the 3rd down with that short run. First down, 10 to go.
Ball on the 44-yard
Ball on the 44.
line.
Ward with 4 wide receivers. Ward with the give. He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
On defense, it's all about instincts. It didn't look like their instincts worked too well on that play.
You're right, Lee. There was a lot of running room there.
It's 1st down.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Ward comes to the line with 3 wide. He passes it. He snags it. That last pass got him only a yard. They line up at the 31. It's 2nd down and 9 to go. Ward lines up in the shotgun. Ward on the option right. Juke move. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 19-yard line. He kept it himself and picked up a good-looking 1st down.
Another reason why I love the option. Just when you think he's going to pitch it, He cuts up the field and keeps the ball himself.
No question, Coach. Great execution and a good decision there by the quarterback.
First down, 10 to go. We'll see what they can do in the red zone. Ward comes to the line with 3 wide. Ward, options left. Irons tackles him for a loss on the play. Second down, about 12 yards to go. Ball on the 21. Oregon sets up with 4 receivers. They'll give it off here. Quinn with a takedown at the 18. Just about 3 yards.
Gain on the play.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter with our score. Oregon 24, Syracuse 8. It's third and 9. Ball on the 18-yard line. Ward is back in the gun. He steps up, looks, fires. Incomplete. Almost picked off. Nice play by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, instead of going for the interception, they did the safe thing, and that was just to tip it away.
They'll line it up for the field goal. This kick will be about a 35 or 36-yarder. The kick is up. And they tack on 3 points. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Jackson is deep to receive, and look out, folks. He's looking to run another one back for 6. He kicks it off. Palmer has it at the 5. He's hit and got away. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll set up shot. 2-yard line.
First and 10.
The Orange come out in the ace formation. Gilmore pitches it out. 6-yard setback. It's second and long.
Ball on the 16-yard line.
Gilmore drops to throw. Rolls right. He throws right. Intercepted off the tip. Not a good time for an interception, fellas.
Now, Brad, you're exactly right. Your team's already down a few scores, and you throw a pick, and this could be ugly.
And it's going to be a long day for these guys if they don't pick it up real soon. I mean real soon.
The
offense will start at the 25.
drive at the 25-yard line. First and 10.
Oregon lines up for the shotgun set. He lets it go. That's incomplete.
Good job there by the defense to get a hand on it.
It was, Kirk, but when you're going out for a pass and the ball is in the air, you need to go after it and come down with it. You just can't watch the defender bat it down.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 25-yard line. They line up in the shotgun. Ward drops to throw. The senior makes the catch. There's a player down. I'm not sure what happened.
Whew, this would be a huge loss for this team. Let's hope this guy can get back into the game.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. stop at the 15. Couldn't get that additional yard he needed to keep the drive moving.
No, he was trying to muscle his way past those big guys, but they stood their ground.
Fourth down. This will be about a 32 or 33-yard field goal. He gets it up, and he got it. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Jackson already has one kick return that went for a touchdown. Let's see if they kick it to him again. He sends it off. Jackson fields it at the 2.
Watch this defense and how aggressive they are. They were able to get a pick the last time, and they're like a wild animal. When they smell blood, they go in for the kill.
Take it easy, Coach. You're getting excited.
Hey, that's right, sweetheart. I'm always excited.
They'll take over at the 26. The Orange are lining up with 3 receivers. Dickens on the toss. Halfback pass. Incomplete pass.
I know they didn't complete the pass, but I love the trickery there.
Yeah, Coach. It keeps the defense off balance, and now maybe those safeties won't be cheating up as much during the running game.
It's second and 10.
Ball on
their own 26.
line.
They come out with 3 wide receivers. Adams brings him down at the 27-yard line. Dickens picks up a yard on the play. It's third down.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Gilmore with 4 wide receivers. He throws it. It's deflected. Great defensive play by the cornerback.
Fourth and 9.
The punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. Smith is the deep man, awaiting the return. It's away, short punt. Smith fields at 46. 3 points was the result of their last drive as the offense heads out for another. This is a great place to start the drive on the opponent's side of the 50. Bigger with the option. A little juke. Tackle made at the 45. Coach, what do you got for it?
You know what, guys? This kid just went over 1,500 yards on the year. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that this guy's a great runner.
Second down.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Bigger lines up with 4 wideouts. Makes a move. Brought down at the 37-yard line.
10 on the carry. Gain of 8 on the play.
First down.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Biggers is back in the gun. They'll throw on first down. Looking. He lets it go. Got it to his receiver. And they make the stop at the 15-yard line. What did you see there, guys?
The defense was in zone coverage. The offense did a good job of protecting the quarterback, and he threw a nice ball to get the first down.
And the receiver ran a nice route to get over between the zone coverage.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice red zone, when performance matters most. Steps up, throws, and he's taken down at the 5. And he threw that ball in there nicely. Did you see that, Coach?
Yes, I did, Brad, and that was a good pass and a very good game.
Second down and short. The Ducks come out the shotgun. It's a direct snap. Cribbs tackles him at the 3-yard line. And that's their third first down of the drive.
Great blocking and great running equals a very successful offense.
And they've looked really good on this drive, Coach. The defense needs to figure out a way to stop them, or else they're going to have no problem putting points on the board.
Ball on the 3-yard line.
It's first and goal. They're threatening inside the 20. Denman gets the call. Woods with a takedown at the 1-yard line. Denman gains about 2 yards on the run. That brings up second and goal. About a yard to Pater. They've got about 100 tight ends in there for this goal line play. Touchdown, Ducks. And they just keep on scoring.
It's just ridiculous how this offense is making everything look so easy out there.
You know what's scary is we're not even at halftime yet.
Here's the try for the extra point. And he converts the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Jackson is back ready to receive, and boy, has he been the game breaker on special teams today. He kicks it off. Palmer fields it at the 3. This defense did a good job on the last series. They forced the offense to go 3 plays and out.
And now they're looking to build off of that and shut them down again right here.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coke. Gilmore drops back, surveys the field. He gets rid of it, and this one falls incomplete. Jackson was the intended target on the play, so that'll make it second down. Second down, 10 yards to go.
On the 19-yard line.
Syracuse comes to the line with 3 wide, and that one's incomplete. He took his eyes off the ball and dropped it.
You got to squeeze that ball, then think about where you're going to go.
From their own 19-yard line, it's third down and 10. The defense sets up in the nickel. Gilmore back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He passes it. Incomplete pass. Well, again, they can't hook up, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Fourth and 10.
The Orange line up to punt. Smith back to return, and he's already proven he can break these with a block or two. Punts the ball away. Smith takes it at the 49. Not a lot of trouble scoring the last time they had the ball. Let's see if that passing game does the trick again. They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive. Denman takes the give. They'll bring him down at the 24, and he gets a yard on the run. Second down.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Biggers lines up with 4 wideouts. Biggers back to pass. Has it to the senior. 6-yard pickup. And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Going with the shotgun here. Biggers options out. And he's tackled at the 15. And the option play gives him enough for the first down. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 15. The defense sets up with 5 defensive linemen. Biggers sets up the play action. Oh, what a spectacular grab. How about that catch?
Yeah, he caught that ball like an athlete. I love this guy.
First and goal. Ball on the 4-yard line. Shotgun formation. Let's see if they run the draw here. He's tackled at the 1.
Number 10 on the run. 3-yard gain on the play.
From the 1-yard line.
Ball on the 1-yard line.
It's second down. Denman is the single setback. Touchdown, Ducks. Another score. Touchdowns have just become a habit for this team.
Well, the defense better find a way to break that habit because there's still a lot of football left to be played.
Now they'll try to tack on the extra point. He puts the upright for the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Jackson is deep to receive, and look out, folks. He's looking to run another one back for 6. Decent kick. Palmer fields it at the 1.
You guys remember what this offense did the last time they had the ball?
Did they have the ball before?
Exactly. It was 3 and out so fast they had to ask the slow-mo replay to recap it.
Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. One-man backfield. Gilmore drops back to pass. He throws it. They'll bring him down at the 30-yard line. Nice gain on the play.
The ball was thrown perfectly. Good precision there.
Second and short. Ball on their own 30.
30-yard line.
They line up in an I. Gilmore with the give. Tackle made at the 33-yard line. And the short gain is enough for the first.
Boy, I like that play call. Go ahead and get the first down here.
And that tailback definitely has a nose for that first down marker.
First down, 10 to go. The Orange line up with 3 wide. And he's taken down at the 33. Second and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line. Syracuse comes out with an I formation. He gets rid of it, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. And that wasn't the greatest pass in the world.
Well, I don't know how anybody can throw a great pass while getting drilled like that.
If he didn't hold on to the ball so long, Kirk, he wouldn't have got drilled like that.
Third and 10.
From their own 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
Third down, 10 yards to go. The defense is playing the pass on this one. Gilmore set to go to the air. He delivers. Got his man on the run. They convert on third and long, guys.
With the offense coming through in a big way that time. How about the timing on that route, Coach?
Yeah, Kirk, the quarterback was able to throw to a spot, and the receiver was there to catch it for a 1st and 10. Nice play.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line. The Orange go with the I formation. Dickens gets the ball. He's tackled at the 47. The offense is lucky to retain possession after that fumble.
The coach can't be happy with the way the running back is carrying the football.
It's second down. The Orange line up with 3 receivers bunched. The true freshman has it. Oh, he got tattooed on that one. And guys, you can just feel the momentum building with this drive.
That's their 3rd first down on this drive alone, Coach.
Yep, we all know how important momentum is in college football. This defense really needs to step up and get some of it back.
The Orange come out in a 2 tight end set. Looks like he flinched down there on the line.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first
He got
down.
confused on the snap count.
Yeah, but that's just lack of concentration.
First and 15 now.
Ball
on the 43.
43-yard line.
Gilmore gives it up the middle. Tackle made at the 41. Gain of 2. From the 41-yard line. 2nd and 13 coming up here. Dickens lines up in the deep back. I formation. Gilmore zips it down the middle. Tackle at the 19-yard line. Brooks walking off the field now, and the trainers are going to have a close look at him.
Yeah, I don't think it's too serious, though, guys. He's a tough athlete. I think we'll see him back in this game.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Back to pass. Let's go. Another catch. That was a well-drawn-up play for the wideout.
They saw something upstairs. It led to a touchdown. You can thank the play calling there. Very impressive.
They line up for the extra point. And he adds the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
Syracuse is lined up for the kickoff.
Kicks it away. Ridgeway fields it at the 19. The offense with a lot of success through the air on the last drive as they moved it down the field for the touchdown. They'll start this drive at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line. 1st and 10.
Biggers has 4 receivers lined up here. Biggers with the play fake. He's looking. Long ball, right side. Walker was the intended target, so that'll make it second down. It's second down and 10 to go.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
The Ducks are lining up with 3 receivers. Steps up, looks, throws it to the outside. Got some open field.
Move the chain gang because they just got themselves a first down.
Yeah, the quarterback and receiver were on the same page on that pass.
First down. Ball on the 46-yard line.
The Ducks come out in the shotgun. And down he goes at
Number
midfield.
10, the ball carrier. Gain of 4 on the play.
Second and 6.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Syracuse comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. Great concentration. Nice little pattern there.
Yeah, he had great position there, and that ball was thrown in the right spot.
Third down and a yard. Ball on the 45. And everyone in the stadium knows who should get the ball in short yardage situations. They'll try to get the first on the ground. To the 20, to the 10, touchdown! And that was his 3rd rushing touchdown of the half.
You've heard the saying, a guy's in a zone. Right now, this guy's not stopping for anybody.
Speaking of stopping, somebody on the defense has to stop this running back, or else you're in for a long, long game.
So the kicker lines up for the PAT. And he tacks on the extra point. So with just under 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter, the score, Oregon 51, Syracuse 15. Duran is lined up to kick this one off.
Oregon is lined up for the kickoff.
Kicks it off. Jackson takes it at the 4. Passing wasn't much of a problem the last time this offense had the ball, as they were able to get it in for 6. Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Gilmore with 4 wide receivers. Fakes to the back. Gilmore passes, and it's caught. Price brings him down at the 32-yard line. Looked like the linebackers bid on that play fake.
I didn't even know the quarterback had the ball. That's what the joke.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 32. Dickens lines up as a single back. They hand it off. Jufu, he's tackled at the 35-yard line. Dickens gets 3 yards on the carry. Second down.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Dickens lines up in a deep back, I formation. Dickens takes a handoff. Anderson tackles him at the 40-yard line. The halfback gets the call and picks up 5. Third and a couple.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
to him before he could get back to the line. Good job of wrapping up the big fullback and not letting go.
That can sometimes be a tough thing to do, to pull down a big, strong fullback for a loss. Nice play.
Fourth and 3.
Syracuse
Ball on the
lining up the punt.
39-yard line.
Vaughn awaits the snap. He punts it. Smith takes 32. Guys, they got a touchdown last drive.
And you know, Brad, they stuck to the running game, and it proved to be very effective on that last drive.
If they keep running the football like they have been, then we may see another
They'll
6
start
points
the
on the
drive
board
at
real
the
soon.
33-yard line.
They'll go to
First
work
and 10.
at the 33-yard line. Oregon sets up with 4 receivers. Biggers, back to pass. Biggers, guns it left side. Complete, and he's taken down at the 41-yard line. He threw a bullet in there.
Oh, he sure did. We've already talked about his arm strength, but what really impresses me are his mechanics. His passing motion is so fluid.
First and 10. Ball on the 41.
41-yard line.
The Ducks with 4 receivers. Biggers drops back. He throws. And they make the stop at the 24-yard line. The wideout made a good-looking grab there.
You're right, and the quarterback threw it as soon as he saw he had that extra step.
We've got a first and 10. Ball on the 24. Biggers has 4 receivers lined up here. The running back has it. He breaks it. They can't hang on to him. He gets hit out of bounds at the 22. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry. It's second and 8.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Oregon goes with the ace set here. Across the middle. Oh, what an interception. And he hits him hard at the 17-yard line. And that interception might be what they needed to get back in this ball game.
Nice try, Brad. Keep their hopes up, but I don't think they have a chance of winning this. They're too far down to catch up.
They line up at the 17.
Will start the
It's
drive
first down.
at the 17-yard line. First and 10.
Dickens is the deep back as they line up in the I. Gilmore drops to throw. He unloads it. It's complete. Tackle at the 19. So it's complete, but they didn't get much there.
And that's because the defense was just waiting on it and they attacked. Quarterback should have found somebody else downfield.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
The Orange come out in the shotgun. Gilmore steps back to pass. Wants to get it out on the screen. Sheds that one. What a tackle. That was going to be a touchdown. And with that last throw, he's now gone over 200 yards in the half. First down. Syracuse lines up with 3 receivers. And he's sacked.
Number 96 makes the sack. 5-yard loss on the play.
Second down, 15 to go.
Ball
on their own
40-yard
40.
line.
The Orange come out in the ace formation. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Throws. Caught. Harvey with a takedown at the 46. About 6 yards on the play. 3rd and 9. Syracuse goes with the ace set here. Defense looking for his first incompletion this drive. That's incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Fourth and 9.
Here comes the punter, looking to boot this one away. Cohen, the return man. Here's the... Nope, they snap into the up back. That didn't fool anyone at all.
Kirk, let me tell you why that didn't work. This defense is well coached, and they anticipated where the ball was going.
They anticipated, and they also have a lot of team speed out there. When they saw the snap go to the up back, everybody was swarming to the ball.
This drive will start at the 46-yard line.
46-yard line. 1st and 10.
Biggers lines up in the shotgun. Biggers drops back. He heaves it deep. And this one falls incomplete. Bad pass. He missed a guy who was all alone.
Man, is that hurt. They drew up a great play, but failed to execute.
So it's 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Going with the shotgun here. Williams tackles him for a loss on the play. And they threw a flag on that play. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First
Oregon
down.
calls a timeout. First and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Great catch. Oregon will take a timeout. The pressure turns up when in the red zone. And that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Biggers is back in the gun. It goes straight to the back. He's taken down at the 10. Denman gains about 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down. Denman is the single setback. It's intercepted. Make that the 4th interception on the day for this defense.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. This secondary is one of the best in the United States.
No doubt about it. They're very athletic, and they're also well coached.
They'll get the ball here at the 8-yard line. And they line up in the jumbo set. Gilmore with the kick. Lambert tackles him at the 9. The fullback back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it. They line up at the 9. 2nd and 9. And it's been total dominance here in the first half. Our score, Oregon 51, Syracuse 15. And the teams are lined up to start the second half. He sends it off. Jackson fields it at the 3. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. First down, 10 yards to go.
Start the drive.
Ball on their own 18.
18-yard line. 1st and 10.
Dickens alone in the backfield. Down the middle. He makes a diving catch. Got a stat for his Coach?
Why does this stat not surprise me? With that catch, his total yards for the day is over 100.
It's 1st and 10.
First and 10.
All on their own 32. The Orange line up in an I formation. There's a very impressive open field tackle. He picked up big yardage on that run.
Oh, this is great blocking up front. Nice job of holding on to their blocks, allowing him to break through for some big yards.
First
From their
and 10.
own 44-yard
Ball on
line.
the 44-yard
First down. Dickens is the single setback. Gilmore with the give.
Nice tackle in the backfield there. This guy just overpowered his blockers and drove down the ball carrier.
He really showed his strength on that play. This guy has one of the highest bench presses on the team.
Well, he's one of the heaviest guys on the team, too. I hope he's one of the strongest.
Second and 13 coming up here. Ball on the 41-yard line. One-man backfield. Price with the tackle at the 42-yard line. That looks like a 1-yard gain. Third down, 12 yards to go.
Ball on the
42-yard line. Oregon lines up in a dime defense here. Gilmore drops back to pass. He's going left. Complete. 4th down, Coach.
Yeah, they just didn't get enough yardage on that pass.
Fourth and 5.
Syracuse ready to put this one away. Smith back to receive, and you better believe this is the last guy they want to punt to. Vaughn punted and he didn't kick that ball well at all. Signals for a fair catch. And now a slight break in the action. The offense comes out on the field for their next possession. Denman takes the give, and he's taken down at the 48-yard line. Denman gets 3 yards on the carry, so that'll make it 2nd down. They line up at the 28. It's 2nd and 7. The defense comes out with 5 defensive backs this time. That close to being intercepted.
The quarterback is going to think twice about throwing the football his way again.
Safety couldn't hang on to the ball this time, but you can bet if he gets a chance again, this ball will be picked off.
They're down and 7. Ball on the 28-yard line. They'll line it up with 4 wide receivers. He's looking for his man. They can't connect. Incomplete. That brings up the punting situation.
I'll tell you what, this defense did a heck of a job that time to hold them to 3 and out.
4th and 7.
Oregon ready to punt this one away. Duran is waiting for the snap. He gets it off. Calls for the fair catch. They're just about ready to get this drive started. After their last series had some promise, but it ended with a punt. They'll start this drive at the 32-yard line. Syracuse comes out with an I formation. They get it out there on the toss. And they get him in the backfield for a loss. They lose 4 there. They line up at the 28. So it's 2nd and 14. Ace backfield. He drops back. He lets it go. And it's caught. Brooks brings him down at the 41-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch with a wideout.
The quarterback and receiver spend a lot of time together. The coaches say they stay after practice just working on their timing, and right there it paid off.
From their own 41-yard line. 3rd and 1. The Orange line up with 2 tight ends. Gilmore hands it off straight ahead. Marcellus with a takedown at the 43. Flag down, and I'm not sure when it was thrown. Let's find out.
Flipping on the offense. 15-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
He'll bring the ball back and mark off some yards against them. 3rd down again.
Oh, yeah, and those types of mistakes kill drives more times than not.
3rd and long.
From their own 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
It's 3rd down. Oregon comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. Lets it fly. Incomplete pass. Robinson was the intended receiver on that pass. And they're going to have to bring on the punt team.
4th and long.
The Orange are lining up to punt it away. Smith is back deep to return the punt. Vaughn punts it, and he didn't kick that ball well at all. Smith gets it at the 50. The offense gets ready to start a new drive. They just couldn't get anything going on their last possession, going 3 and out.
The
They'll go to
Oregon
work at the
Ducks
42-yard
take over
line.
at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10.
Oregon in a 4-wide set, gives it left side, makes the move. Home with the tackle at the 36. Denman gains around 6 yards on the run. It's 2nd down and 4 to go. Ball on the
36-yard line.
Going with the shotgun here. Back to pass. He passes it. And that one's incomplete. Just couldn't drag a foot in bounds.
And it would have been one heck of a toe drag, that's for sure.
You got that right.
Here's 3rd down. 4 yards to go. Ball on the 36-yard line. The Ducks come out in the shotgun. Over the middle. Has it to the senior. And Herbie, that was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, and what impresses me is the composure of this young quarterback. He made a great read, saw the open receiver, and delivered an almost perfect strike. Good-looking play.
First and
From the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard
1st down.
line.
They'll line it up with 4 wide receivers. And the snap goes to the back. Loss of 2 by the halfback. They line up at the 30. 2nd down. The Ducks set up in the gun. Bigger fires it right. And it's incomplete. Ridgeway was the intended receiver on the play. So that'll make it 3rd down. This defense faces another 3rd down.
30-yard line.
Oregon comes out in the shotgun, looks to pass, throwing right. His back makes the catch. Touchdown, Ducks. The halfback got his number called on the pass play and came through with a score.
Well, this is what separates good backs from great ones. You have to have the ability to contribute to the passing game.
So the kicking team will line up for the point after. And he adds the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Jackson
Oregon
already
is
has
lined up
one
for the
kick
kickoff.
return that went for a touchdown. Let's see if they kick it to him again. Decent kick. Palmer takes it at the 4. He went by him. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coke. Dickens lines up in the deep back, I formation. Play action. He's going right. Catches it. Cohen tackles him at the 35. They pick up a few yards there on the pass.
And I'll tell you what, that fake handoff throws the secondary just enough to allow for the receiver to come up with a nice gain that time. Good call.
It's first down. The Ducks line up with 6 defensive backs. Looking to throw. He'll dump it short. That's incomplete. Ingram was the intended target. That'll make it second down. Second and 10. Ball on the 35. Syracuse comes out with an I formation. Gilmore pitches out to the left. Ross gets in the backfield for a loss.
They sure shut down the halfback on that play.
Boy, they were in the backfield in a hurry. The back just had no space to run the football.
It's third down and 15 to go.
Ball on the
Ball on the
30-yard line.
The Orange are lining up with 3 receivers. Gilmore back to throw. The cavalry's coming.
That defensive end just came off the edge and pow! The quarterback didn't have a chance.
He has one job on passing situations. Get to the quarterback. And he did that job very, very well on that play.
Fourth and long.
They line up to punt this one away. Smith is back deep to return. It's away. Short punt. Smith fields it at the 50. Thanks to some nice passing on the last drive, the offense was able to take it down the field for 6.
And great play calling to help make that an easy drive. The question is, can they do it
The
again?
Oregon Ducks take
And
over
they'll take
at the
over at
50-yard
midfield.
line. First and 10.
Oregon comes out in the shotgun. Biggers looking to throw on first down. And it's picked off. Lee, do you think they'll be able to capitalize on the interception?
I don't know. I don't think it's going to make much difference. They've dug themselves in a pretty big hole.
The offense will start at the 38-yard line.
Drive at the 38-yard line. First and 10.
The Orange go with the I formation. Gilmore with a nice play fake. Caught. And the big fellow with some room. And he's tackled at the 45-yard line. So they pick up a few with a pass play, Coach.
Yeah, it was. I like plays like these. As long as you're moving forward and not backward, you're doing pretty good.
Second and 3. Ball on the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
The Orange set up in the gun. Gilmore hands off. They'll knock him down for a loss. Loss of about 2.
Loss of 2 on the play.
They line up at the 43. It's third down and 5 to go. Gilmore comes to the line with 3 wide. He throws it, and he pulls it down. Boy, does this kid have an arm or what?
Are you kidding me? It looks like he has a rocket launcher attached to his shoulder.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 41.
1st and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Syracuse comes out with an I formation. White with a takedown at the 35. The fullback bangs it in there for a gain of 6. Second down.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Dickens is the deep back as they line up in the I. Gilmore steps back to pass. Hit as he throws. Batted ball. Robinson was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll bring up third down. This defense faces another third down. High formation here. He'll get it again.
Not a very successful run that time, Coach.
Did you see his explosion off the defensive line? Woohoo! It seemed like he was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
He just timed the snap count there. It really made a nice play.
So it's fourth down, and the offense is still on the field. Syracuse sets up in the I. Gilmore drops back. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. They went for it, but they were denied.
Well, that was a situation where they had to go for it.
I agree. They can't afford to let the other team hold on to the ball. The time is ticking away.
The Oregon Ducks take over at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
Biggers lines up in the shotgun. He tosses it short, and he's tackled right away. They just took what the defense gave them on that play.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good job of getting that pass completed for positive yardage.
From their own 40-yard line. It's second down and 5 to go. Oregon in a 4-wide set. Back to pass. Across the middle. They can't connect. Incomplete. Walker was the intended target, so that'll make it third down. Third down, 5 yards to go.
On the 40-yard line.
Oregon goes with the ace set here. Moves up in the pocket. Biggers lets it go.
That was a big-time catch for the first down.
There aren't too many guys in this game that can make that play. I'll give them a lot of credit for that one.
It's first down. Biggers pitches it out. Breaks one. And he gets peppered.
They got great run support from the safety position on that one.
He had his eyes in the backfield that whole play. Great anticipation to stop him for a loss.
From the 42-yard line. It's second down now, 13 to go. Oregon in a 4-wide set. They'll keep it on the ground again.
This is a heads-up play by the linebacker. He's playing run and had his eyes on the guy carrying the football from the get-go. Good defensive play.
They'll line it up again on third down.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
The defense lines up with 5 defensive backs. Biggers set to go to the air. He snags it. He's taken down at the 37-yard line. He hits his man, but they'll be well short of the first.
That young man has to run the pattern to get beyond those sticks the next time.
Fourth and 8.
It's fourth down. They're going to try to go for it. The defense sets up in the dime. Here we go. Throws this one out to the left. Complete. What a catch. They brought the house on that one.
And this kid shows a lot of poise and moxie in the pocket. He knew he was going to get hit, but he hung in there and delivered the ball with accuracy.
First and
From the
10.
29-yard line. First down. They come out with 4 wide out. Steps up in the pocket. He's looking down the middle. Way to look it in. That one worked pretty well.
Now, it's a good job here by the wide receiver to get open. He created good separation from the defense.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Drops back to pass. Flips it. Caught. Touchdown. Again, he looks to his halfback, and that's his second touchdown through the air today. Now they'll try to tack on the extra point. He splits the uprights with the extra point. So with under 5 minutes left in the third quarter, our score, Oregon 65, Syracuse 15. Jackson
Oregon
is back
lined
ready
up
to
for the
receive, and
kickoff.
boy, has he been the game breaker on special teams today. Jackson fields it in the end zone. The offense heads out onto the field. In their last series, they opted to try and convert a fourth down, and they came up short. They'll go to work at the 19-yard line.
At the 19-yard line. First and 10.
Syracuse comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. He drops back. Chucks it deep down the right side. And that one's fallen incomplete. Overthrown, intended for the wideout. It's second and 10.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Syracuse comes out with 3 receivers bunched. Gilmore, back to pass. He throws it. He ignores the footsteps and makes the catch. They gain 5 yards there.
Third
From their
and
own
5.
24-yard
Ball
line.
on the 24-yard
It's third down.
line.
Gilmore fakes a handoff. Throws this one out to the right. He's got the fullback. Cleveland brings him down at the 37-yard line.
You know, it's really easy to overlook those guys on the line.
Yeah, the defense came after them, and those linemen held them long enough for the quarterback to throw for a first down.
First and 10.
We've got a first and
Ball
10.
on the 37-yard
Ball on the 37-yard line. They line up in an I. Gilmore hands it off. No, play fake. And he's level at the 37. Didn't get anything. Second down and 10 to go.
Ball on the
Ball on their own
37-yard line.
37. Gilmore with 3 wide receivers. And they make the stop at the 37-yard line. Nothing gained on the play. They'll line it up again on third down.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Gilmore comes to the line with 3 wide. Got it again.
I know I've said this all week, but I like this kid's arm. He's got good mechanics and a nice touch on the ball. He's not doing bad in this game either, my friend.
Not bad is right, Lee. That last pass gives him over 300 yards on the day.
6-yard line.
The Orange line up to punt. Vaughn awaits the snap. Here's the punt. No, they're going to throw it. The punter throws.
Nobody was biting on that one. They were all over it, Kirk.
That shows how well coached these guys are, and they did their work in watching the film. They knew there was a chance they'd go for it in that situation, and when they did, it didn't go anywhere.
They'll take over.
This drive will start at the 46.
10.
With the game well in hand, they're going to get the other quarterback some playing time. And he pulls it down. The pass results in a first down.
I'll tell you, great call by the coaches on first down. It stretches the defense when they're expecting the run, and then they end up with another first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 35. 3 wideouts here. Biggers drops to throw. It falls incomplete.
Woo! He just missed a wide open man.
Yep, they really blew a great opportunity there.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 35-yard line. They line up in the shotgun. He looks, throws it, found his man. He's all the way down to the 6-yard line. The receiver found a hole in the zone and turned it into a first down.
No matter what type of defensive coverage you have, there are always going to be holes. The best thing you can do is make those holes small so the quarterback can't get the ball in there.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Lee lines up as a single back. He's going left, and that one's incomplete. He almost came away with a touchdown there.
Almost won't cut it, especially in the end zone.
Yeah, I think the tight end has to make that play.
We've got second and goal.
Ball on the 6-yard line.
Biggers is back in the gun. Biggers with a nice play fake.
I hate to downplay this quarterback, but that defense has got to defend the pass better, Kirk.
Well, Coach, the quarterback's throwing very well today, but you're right. 3rd touchdown pass given up today. They've got to step up and make more plays.
They're setting up for the PAT. And he hits the PAT. So with less than 2 to go in the 3rd quarter, our score, Oregon 72, Syracuse 15. Jackson is deep to receive, and look out, folks. He's looking to run another one back for 6. Kicks it off. Palmer fields it in the end zone. I don't think we'll see this offense get into a similar situation this time.
So you think they'll convert on 4th down if they go for it again?
Hey, why not? If you're having to go for it on 4th down a lot, you're not doing so hot, sweetheart.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coke. The Orange line up in an I formation. Gilmore set to go to the air. He delivers. It's complete. Couldn't get anything out of that. It's second down.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
The Orange line up with a single set backfield. And he's taken down at the 24-yard line. Dickens gets 6 yards on the play, so that'll make it third down. They line up at the 24.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
They're packed in tight on the line. Gilmore drops back to pass. They'll make the sack.
This defensive end caused all kinds of problems on that play.
You have to keep an eye on this guy, especially during passing situations, because he does a great job of getting to the quarterback. You saw right there.
Fourth and 6.
Syracuse lining up the punt. Hale is back to receive. He gets it off. Hale takes it at the 49. There's a flag down, and it looks like this one's coming back.
Clipping on the receiving team. 15 yards from the spot on the
So they'll move back
First down.
after that costly penalty, and they'll have to try to get that yardage back here.
First
They
and
line
10.
up at the 38.
Ball on the
It's first
38-yard
down.
line.
Over the middle. Someone got a hand on it.
That's some tough defense right there. That ball had no shot at being caught.
I disagree. It had a shot at being caught, all right.
Huh? What are you talking about?
You didn't let me finish. It had a shot at being
Second
caught
and 10.
by the defensive
Ball
back.
on the
Okay,
38-yard
defensive
line.
back. That makes more sense.
Biggers hands it off. No, play fake. What a tackle. That was going to be a touchdown.
The defense was coming with heat on that play.
Yep, but the offensive line did a good job of picking up their assignments, and that gave the quarterback enough time to throw a nice pass to pick up the
First
first
and
down.
10.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 43. Oregon comes out in the shotgun. Williams hits him in the backfield. They line up at the 49. Second and long. That's 3 down and 1 to go. Our score is Oregon 72, Syracuse 15. Second and long. Ball on the 49.
49-yard line.
The Ducks set up in the gun. Looks to pass. The ball is tipped.
The defense looked alive on that play.
Yeah, Coach, you did a great job of reading the play and beating the receiver to the ball.
That'll make it third down. Third down and what they didn't want to get in. Ball on the 49-yard line. Oregon sets up with 4 receivers. Back to pass. He steps up, looks. He rolls out to the right. He's under pressure. They'll make the sack. They get to the quarterback and end that play before it even got started.
This young man didn't even have a chance to make something happen. It's tough to find your receivers when the defense is in your face like that.
Fourth and long.
They come out in a punt formation. Jackson is back deep to return the punt. Duran punts it, and this one is a skyrocket. Signal for a fair catch. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. The offense will take over at
Will
the
start the
20-yard
drive
line.
at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
The Orange come out showing 3 wide. Moves up in the pocket. He flings it to right. The ball is tipped. The safety comes up with a nice play.
Nice job of the safety here, sitting back and playing center field, and then seeing the ball and coming up and simply batting the ball away.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 20. The Orange line up with 3 wide. Gilmore back to throw. He fires left side, and this one falls incomplete. Robinson was the intended target on the play, so that'll make it third down. Third down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 20. Oregon lines up in a dime defense here. Back to pass. He's looking. He lets it go. Picked off. Kirk, any thoughts on why they've had such an off day?
No, it's been all about making mental mistakes out there, and that interception was another perfect example.
Good field position here. They'll start this drive inside their opponent's territory. Bigger lines up in the shotgun. And he tackled at the 20.
Number 10 on the carry. 3-yard gain on the play.
Second down.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Oregon comes to the line with 3 wide. He throws, and it's caught, and he's hit immediately. What do you think of this quarterback, Lee?
Well, he's got over 300 yards passing now, and what I like about him is his quick release. 1, 2, 3.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. The Orange bring in their dime package. He's looking to pass. He unloads it. And he's got the freshman. That was a good completion there.
Yeah, I really liked the good, clean routes they ran on that play.
They line up at the 6. Second and 6 coming up here. The Ducks come out in a shotgun. Biggers drops back. Goes to the end zone. Almost intercepted.
That's just a great defensive play.
It won't look like much in the stat book, but that's getting the job done.
So that'll make it third down. Third and 6. Ball on the 6. Four wide receivers in the formation. Biggers unloads. It's been one touchdown after another all game long.
And I'm going to tell you what, Kirk, this has been a dominating effort. These guys came to play today, and they have played almost a perfect game.
Well, no question, Coach. Everything just fell into place out there, and nothing was going to stop these guys from getting the ball into the end zone many, many times.
So they're ready for the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Jackson already has
Oregon
one kick
is
return
lined
that
up
went
with
for
a
a
kickoff.
touchdown. Let's see if they kick it to him again. He kicks it off. Palmer fields it at the 3.
They've been getting walloped all day, but at least they're still working hard. I like a team that never quits.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers. Brought to you by Coca-Cola. The Orange go with the I formation. Play action. Lets it fly. And he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a 2-yard loss. It's second down. High formation here. Gilmore drops back to pass. Gilmore lets it go. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 26. And a nice pickup through the air.
I'll tell you what, fellas, I love this kid's throwing ability. He's got a quick release, and he's very accurate.
From their own 26-yard line. 3rd down, 8 yards to go. Syracuse lines up with 3 receivers. Throws this one out to the left. And he went way up, and he's got the interception. What a play. Just leaped up and picked it off.
He showed some great patience there. He timed that perfectly and got the pick.
They'll start this drive at midfield.
49-yard line. 1st and 10.
They'll line it up with 4 wide receivers. Palmer with a takedown at the
Number
38.
10, the ball carrier. 13-yard gain on the play.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coca-Cola. They come out in a nickel. 1st down, look at the throw. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. They're really fortunate that wasn't intercepted.
Not a very smart decision by the quarterback. He had no shot at completing it.
Yeah, but that defender had a perfect shot at it. He just didn't
2nd and
catch it.
10.
They line up at the 38. It's 2nd down. 4 wide receivers in the formation. Biggers fakes a handoff. Got him on the run. Way to look it in.
I'll tell you, this receiver showed really good hands on that play.
This kid is always calling for the ball, and if he keeps making plays like that, he'll continue to get the ball.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. They'll work from the shotgun. He looks down the middle. He has some room. Touchdown, Ducks. And that's a 2nd time today these guys have been able to hook up for the score.
Boy, he really looks comfortable in that end zone, doesn't he?
They'll line up for the extra point. And he adds the extra point. Better than 12 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. With the score, Oregon 86. Syracuse 15. Is back ready to receive, and boy, has he been the game breaker on special teams today. Here's the kick. Palmer fields it in the end zone.
You know who's trembling right now?
Well, it's not the defense. They played well all game.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coke. The coach has put in a new quarterback, and I can't blame him because 4 picks is way too many. Well, coach's short pickup on that pass play.
It was, but you know what? As long as they've got those guys getting open underneath, it'll take a lot of pressure off those offensive linemen who are trying to hold their blocks.
It's 2nd down and 4 to go.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
2 tight ends here. Hill drops the throw. Hill gets taken down for the sack. They haven't done a whole lot on the ground today, and that could be why they're behind.
That's right. They've been forced to go to the air, and that hasn't produced enough points.
Single set backfield. Pressure coming. And they got him. And there's sack number 6 on the day.
Kirk, who's at fault here? The O-line for not blocking well, or the quarterback for not getting rid of the football?
I'd say you can blame both the offensive line and the quarterback, but don't forget about the receivers. They're not helping matters. They're not getting open, so you're seeing a lot of coverage sacks as well.
4th and 13.
Syracuse lining up the punt. Hale back deep to return. It's a short kick. Hale takes it to 43. Can't wrap him up. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon. So they find the end zone again, this time on a punt return.
Everything has been working for this team today, Brad. It seems like every time someone touches the ball, they make a big play.
They line up for the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Jackson is deep to receive. And look out, folks. He's looking to run another one back for 6. He sends it downfield. Palmer has it at the 5. Look at the strength. Guys, what do you think about this situation?
Hopefully we'll see the offense move this ball up the field a little bit.
Yeah, Coach, they really haven't had too much success today. But this is an opportunity for them to get their team back on track and build some confidence going into the next game.
Dickens is deep back as they line up in the eye. He jukes. Still on his feet. At the 4. To the 20. To the 10. Well, they're not going to win it, but they're still playing hard out there. That was a big run by the halfback.
Boy, this kid makes the defense look silly. They're grabbing at a bunch of air down there. They got to hit somebody.
So the kicker's on the field to attempt the extra point. He splits the uprights with the extra point. Over 10 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. And the score, Oregon 93, Syracuse 22. Syracuse gets set to kick this one away. Hale and Horton deep to return. And it's a short kickoff. Horton fields it at the 18. Tries to juke.
I expect to see some good clock management right here.
Yep, Coach. They've already warmed up the buses for the end of this game.
The
They'll
Oregon
start
Ducks
at the
take
35.
over at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Ducks come out in a shotgun. Irons tackles him for a loss on the play.
On the tackle, 1-yard loss on the play.
From their own 34-yard line. It's 2nd and 11. Oregon in a 4-wide set. He drops back, steps up, and it's incomplete. Horton was the intended receiver on the play. That'll make it 3rd down. They line up at the 34.
On the 34-yard line.
Oregon Comes out with 5 receivers. Biggers drops to throw. Into coverage, and the defense has it. Lost the ball. Fumble. Too little, too late, guys.
Oh, yeah. No chance these guys are coming back.
Yeah, but at least these guys are still playing hard. You do got to give them some credit for that.
They'll set up shop at the 42.
Will start the drive at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10.
Dickens alone in the backfield. He passes it. It falls incomplete. Patrick was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. They line up at the 42. 2nd down. 3 wideouts here. Direct snap to the back. And they make the stop at the 40-yard line. Dickens gains about 2 yards on the run. That'll make it 3rd down. It's 3rd down and 8 to go.
On the 40-yard line.
Syracuse lines up in a bunch formation. He drops back. He steps up, surveys the field. Batted ball. Incomplete pass.
Not a lot of success for this offense on this drive, Coach.
The defense did exactly what they had to do, and that stopped them for 3 and out.
Fourth and 8.
Here comes the punter, looking to boot this one away. Moore is back awaiting the punt. Vaughn punts it, and he didn't get much distance on it. Call for the fair catch. Moore takes it at the 20.
Personal foul. Kick interference on the kicking team. 15 yards from the spot of the foul. 1st down.
First down. Oregon sets up with 4 receivers. Tackle for a loss.
Number 54 on the tackle. 1-yard loss on the play.
It's 2nd down. Bigger has 4 receivers lined up here. Lee on the right side. He's tackled at the 38. Lee gets 6 yards on the carry. That'll bring up 3rd down. They line up at the 38.
Ball on the
3rd down.
38-yard line.
Oregon lines up the shotgun set. They'll give it off here. They'll give an inch or 2, if that.
Fourth and 5.
So they're set to punt this one away.
38-yard line.
Jackson will be the return man. Duran punts it, and this is a wonderful kick. Jackson fields it at the 18. Gets past the tackler. He jukes him at the 40. Down the sideline. At the 30. To the 20. To the 10. They return it all the way for the touchdown. So the kicking team will line up for the point after. And he adds the extra point. Syracuse is ready to kick it away.
Syracuse
Hale
is
and
lined up for
Horton
the
set to
kickoff.
return. This one's away. Hale takes it at the 20.
Moving the football hasn't been a problem all game.
Yeah, but this one's in the books, Coach. I expect him to run the ball, kill the clock, and put this one in the books.
The
They'll go to
Oregon
work at the
Ducks
33.
take over at
The Ducks
33
line up
yard
with
line.
4 wideouts.
First and 10.
Oh, he got tattooed on that.
On the carry. Gain of 2 on the play.
It's second and 8.
Ball
on their own 35.
35-yard line.
6 DBs in the lineup. Lee on the delay. Takes a move. Thomas tackles him at the 44. How about the job of this offensive line, guys?
Boy, the hog mollies up front are demoralizing the defense. It's tough when you're tired. You're losing. You're being dominated physically. I don't know how long they can keep this up.
First and
They line
10.
up at the 44.
Ball on the 44-yard
First down.
line.
Bigger lines up in the shotgun. Montgomery tackles him for a loss on the play. That didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. They were coming with a heavy blitz, and guys were shooting through the line right into the backfield. That play didn't have a chance.
Second and 13 coming up here. Ball on their own 41. The Ducks with 4 receivers. Bigger hands off. Tackle at the 42. Lee gains about a yard on the play. Third and 12. Ball on their own 42-yard line. The Orange bring in the nickel package. Stepping up, down the middle. Caught. Thomas with the tackle at the 35-yard line.
Good job of attacking the coverage to keep the drive alive.
That was a great looking pass to move the sticks on third down.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 35.
35-yard line.
Oregon comes out in the shotgun. Bigger on first down. Throws this one out to the right. And this one is incomplete. Wilson was the intended receiver on the play. So that'll make it second down. Second down, 10 yards to
Ball
go.
on the 35-yard line.
The defense sets up with 5 defensive linemen. Watch the throw outside. Incomplete. He was wide open, guys.
They missed a big opportunity on this play. He had a guy open, but he just couldn't get him the ball.
We've got third and 10.
Ball on
And
the
this is the
35-yard
play of the
line.
drive. Oregon in a 4-wide set. Looking. He zips one over to the right. And he's got it. Going the other way now. Across midfield. And they'll return this one all the way. Touchdown.
Man, that was a super play by the defender. Excellent interception and an even better return for the score.
And the quarterback wishes that he could have that one back. Those are the kind of touchdown passes you don't want to throw.
So the kicking team will line up for the point after. He makes the PAT. The onside kick seems to be the only option here.
Is lined up for the kickoff.
Here's the onside. Well, that'll end all hopes of a miracle.
You can say that again. This one is pretty much done.
We'll see if they can capitalize on the good field position.
First and 10.
The Orange line up with 6 defensive backs. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Good effort by the linebacker to come up and make the play.
No gain on the play.
They line up at the 40. Second down, 10 yards to go. Biggers has 4 receivers lined up here, looking to throw. He's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked for a loss. It's 3rd and long. Ball on the 47.
3rd and long. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Oregon lines up in a shotgun set. Biggers back to throw. Feeling the pressure. It's deflected. Now it's going to be 4th down.
Nice defense. That was picture perfect 3 and out. Good series for these guys.
Fourth and long.
Oregon ready to put this one away.
47-yard line.
Duran awaits the snap. He gets it away. Calls for the fair catch. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll take over at the 8. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Hill drops back. Right, makes the sack. They'll line it up at the 1.
Ball on the
2nd
1-yard
down.
line.
This is a situation where you don't want to make a mistake. Hill with the give. And they make the stop at the 6. Dickens gains about 5 yards on the run. That'll bring up 3rd down. Third and 12 coming up on this one. Ball on the 6. Dickens lines up as a single back. He's looking to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Hill is sacked. Sacked again. That's number 8.
It's one big sack party out there. I feel sorry for this quarterback. He's taking a beating.
He's been taking some serious hits all day long, Lee. The coach might want to get him out of there before he gets hurt.
Fourth and 15.
Syracuse ready to punt this one away. He gets it off. Cleveland fields it at the 37. They were lucky to prevent a big return there.
Yep, that could have been big if he could have gotten a few more blocks and was able to find the seam.
They'll
The
take
offense
over
will start
at the
at the
31-yard
31.
line. First and 10.
4 wide receivers in the formation. They give to the tailback. Scooped up by the offense. Talk about a close call. The running back put the ball on the ground, but the offense keeps possession.
Yo, Kirk, is it somebody's birthday on defense?
I don't know. Where are you going with this one, Coach?
Well, it's got to be somebody's birthday because this running back is handing out presents out there.
Second
Either
and
that
7.
or he's doing his
Ball
best
on
to
the
get
28
benched.
yard
Now
line.
I got you, Coach. Fumble, birthday present. I got you.
The Ducks come out in a shotgun. Montgomery tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. It's third and 10. Ball on the 31.
Ball on the
Oregon
31
lines
yard
up with
line.
3 receivers. Biggers back to throw. Under heavy pressure. Sack for a loss at the 37.
I'll tell you what, this guy seems to give maximum effort on every play. He is so hard to keep off the quarterback.
Kirk, that's his 5th of the year.
That doesn't surprise me, and I'm sure he'll get a few more before the season's over.
Line up to punt this one away. Duran is waiting for the snap. He gets it away. Hill calls for the fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Not a very good series for this offense on their last drive as they were forced into a 3-and-out.
Boy, oh boy, they had nothing going last time.
Yeah, maybe, Scooter, you need to get out there and show them what you're made out of.
Somebody give me a helmet quickly.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 20. The Orange are lining up with 3 receivers. Drops back on first down. Looks. Picked off. What is going on here, guys?
They've just been outplayed and outcoached out there today.
Anything and everything has gone wrong today, Kirk. There's not much else you can do except pack it up and try again next week.
And it looks like we've got our Coca-Cola players of the game. Very well played game by these gentlemen. The Ducks line up in a goal line formation. Walker, the ball carrier. Cribbs tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. That'll be a 2-yard loss. Second and 12 coming up here. Ball on the 25-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with their jumbo package. Lee gets the carry. He's taken down at the 25. Couldn't get anything out of that. They'll line up at the 25.
Ball on the
Third down and 12.
25-yard line.
Biggers is back in the gun. Lee will run it again. Davis brings him down at the 24-yard line. On the 3rd and long, they decided to run it.
No, it's not that crazy here because they have the lead in the 4th quarter, so their main focus is to keep that clock running.
It's 4th down. This kick will be from about 41 yards out. This will just add insult to injury. It's up, and it's through the uprights. And he's got to be happy about that kick.
Oh, no question. This kid is just a solid kicker.
And this ball game's over. Coach, what's your final thought on the game?
I can't say enough about this performance. Oregon played an excellent game out there, dominating on both sides of the ball. They've got to feel pretty good after blowing out a team like this.
That concludes another game of NCAA football 2007. Our final score here today, Oregon 96, Syracuse 36. I'm Brad Nessler along with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. I'd like to thank you for playing, and we'll see you next time.